Welcome back to Whisper Reads Recess, an episode gone horribly wrong. I'm Whisper the Wolf. Now let's continue where we left off, shall we? TJ tried to get Spinelli to help pull Gretchen to safety inside of the platform at the top of Old Rusty. Instead, however, Spinelli simply glanced at him with a pained facial expression. She then stood up next to Gretchen, pulled a rope out of her pocket, and tied their ankles together. TJ begged and pleaded to them, "Don't do it! Come back inside!" Gretchen and Spinelli looked at each other, closed their eyes, and jumped off. They splattered into bloody bits where they hit the asphalt. TJ leaned onto the bar and began sobbing loudly. The crowd below was becoming angrier still, despite being covered in the blood of Gretchen and Spinelli. The crowd began screaming, "Jump! Do it! Come on! Come on, you scaredy cat!" and other phrases to that effect. Now, I know there are some bad words in there, but I'm not going to say those things. I won't say those words. TJ just curled up and covered his face. When the bell rang, everyone but TJ went inside. The screen was black for several minutes. After a few moments of fast-forwarding to see if there was anything else, the scene faded into TJ sitting on the edge of his bed, crying. There was an ambient sound of what I recognized as a tornado off in the distance, though outside the window, everything appeared normal. Throughout the scene, the tornado sound got louder, and TJ's crying got more pained. Eventually, the tornado sound stopped. TJ lifted up a handgun from under his pillow, aimed it at his temple, and closed his eyes. After one more tear slipped out, he pulled the trigger. Photorealistic blood and brains splattered all over the bed and wall behind him. The scene held on TJ's corpse for a few more seconds until the tape abruptly cut to black. I heard what sounded like a telephone dialing, then the tape stopped completely. I sold that thing on eBay. I never wanted to see it again. Maybe the guy who bought it will upload it to YouTube or something, but I did not even want to watch it for the second time to capture the footage. One time was all I needed to get every detail. I don't know if the Recess production crew made this as some sort of a sick joke, or if it was just made by some guy with too much time on his hands. But I don't care anymore. I do not want to see it again. I will never be able to watch Recess the same way again. And that was Recess, an episode gone horribly wrong. A Recess Lost episode creepypasta. What do I think of it? If I'm perfectly honest, this is rather interesting, to say the least. Now, it is very upsetting to see or hear the main characters dying off. It is also gruesome imaginable. And now the paragraph structuring was nice, even the sentence structuring too. I think what I don't really understand is that how did Gretchen and Spinelli fall apart? I don't know. I don't think that was really true, but I think the story might have exaggerated a little bit. But overall, the story is pretty good. It is pretty good. And for once, I am actually really happy. Now, what do you all think of this creepypasta? Did you like it, or did you not? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. As for me, I am gonna go with Tangle. She and I are gonna go have Pizza Hut for lunch. Thank you all very much for watching. This is Whisper the Wolf, signing off.